Chief Curator of the National Museum of American History at the Smithsonian. And we're really thrilled to be here tonight, because what the museum's all about is understanding how entertainment helps us think about ourselves, our communities, and our lives. We're understanding history to understand the present and think forwards to a better future. And we do that through objects. And I'm going to introduce to you now Ryan Linselman, who's our Curator of Entertainment, who will tell you a little bit about what we do and why we've got these on the stage tonight. So thank you.
Hi everyone, thanks for sticking around tonight for my Broadway debut. As Katie mentioned, I'm the curator of the entertainment collection at the National Museum of American History, which is a pretty cool job. I'm responsible for collecting objects that demonstrate how the nation's entertainment actually helped shape its history. And theater, of course, has been always part of that history. So our collection includes props, costumes, and ephemera from everything from Richard Mansfield to Lin-Manuel Miranda. Everything from 1866's The Black Crook, which is sort of the proto-Broadway musical, through the big hits of the 20th century like South Pacific, Fiddler on the Roof, Hello Dolly, Chorus Line, and then modern hits like Rent, The Lion King, and Wicked. So we use this collection in exhibitions, programs, and publications to explore the vitality and importance of theater in a historical context. So for instance, how did the hundreds of productions of Uncle Tom's Cabins influence how Americans thought about slavery and race in the 19th century? Or the joyously patriotic and nationalist Oklahoma affect Americans who were thinking about fighting fascism in the 1940s? Or what did Cats have to say about the Iran-Contra scandal? that one's a stretch, but you can see that, Broadway musicals really have this power to get to something deeper. They entertain us, they make us laugh and cry, but they also, the ones that are most powerful are the ones that really make us think about the contemporary moment. So we're here tonight to add one more of those examples to the National Collection at the Smithsonian. Dear Evan Hansen is one of the most acclaimed musicals of the past decade, but it's one of the most important as well. It's a testament to the continued ability of the Broadway musical to produce an emotional response, to create empathy, and to open our eyes to the world around us. The show deals with some big issues, as you saw tonight. Mental health, suicide, depression, high school. But it's always been tough to be a teenager, to figure out where you belong in the world before being fully part of it. And everyone experiences this longing for identity and confidence and belonging that the show's cast expresses so beautifully, through the book by Stephen Levinson and the unforgettable music by Benj Pasek and Justin Paul. What's remarkable about this play, however, and thinking about our current moment, is the exploration of the ways that social media and the internet have really changed the way that we grow up, making adolescence a potential minefield of emotions, vanity, intimate truth, and the consequential dishonesty that some of us put online. I think it's a frank and authentic portrayal of modern family dynamics, of romance, anxiety, and depression, and all of these things have won the show critical acclaim, popular success, and 6 Tony Awards. And so we're honored to add these costume pieces that are on the table here to the Smithsonian's collections so that we can tell the story of this remarkable play in our exhibitions at the museum. So without further ado, I'd like to thank director Michael Grief, costume designer Emily Rebholz, book writer Stephen Levinson, composers Benj Pasek and Justin Paul, and producer Stacy Mindich, who will now make some remarks.
As Heidi says, wow. On behalf of this wonderful cast and this entire company of Dear Evan Hansen on Broadway, I want to thank you for this incredible honor, including Evan's blue striped polo and arm cast into the venerable Smithsonian collection.
By the time I joined the cast, this gorgeous blue polo shirt was already synonymous with this role, and the first time I put it on, it really genuinely made me feel like Evan, so it's very special.
Dear Evan Hansen has become part of the cultural zeitgeist in a way that has surprised us all. But everyone feels lonely and longs for connection, so it's no surprise that people relate to the show in a visceral way. And we're so proud that it's been able to help people feel seen and heard around the world. As our Tony Award-winning author Stephen Levinson says, Evan Hansen is both desperate to be seen and terrified of being noticed. If Evan only wanted to be seen, he might wear something that stands out, something that screams, "Look at me." If he simply wanted to hide, he would probably choose a plain t-shirt, something nondescript, unremarkable. Instead, the blue striped polo, chosen by our costume designer, Emily Repholz, is just like Evan. It is stuck somewhere, to borrow a phrase from Connor Murphy, in the in-between.
And today we celebrate 2 years on Broadway. And there's a national tour traveling the country and several productions around the world preparing to open, and we hope that they run forever. But it's an incredible honor, and it's so exciting to have a piece of Dear Evan Hansen on display in the illustrious Smithsonian Institution for generations to come. So thank you.